guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. I am back for part 8? I think it's part 8 of the Sarah Boone tablet messages. And as always, highly entertaining for all. So let's jump right into it. And if you hear any tweeting or in the back, that is my bird. He's in another room, but he's a little jealous that he's not in here while I'm recording. All right, so we stopped on June 30th, 2024. We read part of that, but I had to look back to see where we were because I had to reboot my computer since. But it looks like we were about here 6:30 2024, 5:48 p.m. So this is incoming from Lana to Sarah Boone. Holy cats! Transparent tea showed up after a few months dormant. She posted your 2024 commissary purchases and visitor logs up until the end of August. She also posted the order we've all heard of, plus a huge notice that you are innocent until proven guilty. She also took notice of your letter, stating you know that people like her are posting. I'm going to watch her channel for a few days, and maybe I might contact her based on which way I see her going. She's a serious researcher, and I'm not sure whose side she's on, but she's really interested in you, and if she's sympathetic, may be a huge asset. Waiting for now to see. Enjoy your Sunday. I like your idea of relaxing today. All right, and here is Sarah responding back to Lana on 6:30. Ugh, she's the one who found my high school pic. I'm confused about her, as I don't know if she's for or against. Sometimes it sounds like she's on my side, and others not from what you tell me. I don't think she was. What was said by her knowing I know what she posts about me? What was her reaction about the order? Does she know it was forced? And my commissary purchases? Why? My medical isn't up, right? That's HIPAA. What does she mean by innocent until proven guilty? Is she restating that and believes I am? So confused by her. Yes, please watch and let me know. She may be a good outlet to start. Where is she located? What's the lawyer you know saying about the forced order? And what's with you not mentioning my last message? Was it too much that you're going to get back to me? I hope I didn't scare you off or you're secretly forwarding to TT and Zav. Just kidding. I hope. Feel better and rest. I try, but my mind is racing still. Be still and know that I am God. I read it twice tonight in my Bible studies. I think he's talking to me. Tomorrow is another day. I love you in the meantime. Keep me posted. Thank you. Heart. All right, then we jump to 7:1. Lana's writing back to her. No, your medical isn't up there. Yeah, they cannot post that. So that's the one thing she's correct about. There's no. I plan on watching the lawyer you know tonight to see what he says. He posted about it today, but I had scheduled time with my family, so I didn't have time to myself to watch and report back. Don't worry, I will. As far as your last message, same reason. I write better when I have time to myself at night. Usually it takes an hour or more to reply to you when I have a lot to say or answer. You didn't scare me off. And if you think I'm going to run to forward your messages to those pisshead idiots, no effing way. Apart from the fact that why would I do anything to earn money or prestige for them, one thing you're going to find out with is time that I count friendship higher than money, clout, prestige, or anything. Even if something I say pisses you off and you could call me every name in the book and shine me on, I hold and keep confidences. A friendship can end, but for me, a confidence doesn't. That is why in my real life, many people come to me to talk to me. I don't betray people, ever. I know you're nervous, scared, and we only have known each other for a couple of months, but I can only let time be what proves that I am a loyal friend and true, even if I say things that you may not like or agree with, and I'm sure that I will be plenty of that. So don't worry. By the way, Zav was the one who posted your pic. TT isn't earning a penny off what she's posting, and I'm actually getting sympathetic vibes from her. She's based out of Florida. She also likes the confused cat meme. She's the one who wrote the poem I sent you, though, so I don't know. I've tried to contact her twice with no success. But she reads her comments, so I may just have to come out in public and get her attention that way. All right, and then another incoming from Lana. Hey, it's almost 4 a.m. here, and I just finished watching the entire Lawyer You Know video, and what he had to say was quite interesting. He even confirmed what I told you, that the only COS says hand-delivered to Sarah Boone, and that is it. No other information whatsoever. This is transcribed, paraphrased from the video. This is the lawyer's advice to you. So what does she do now? She can make this very difficult on the court if she refuses to say anything, refuses to represent herself, refuses to call witnesses, refuses to cross-examine witnesses, and saying, I never waive my right. He believes the judge will respond by saying, you waived your right to do these things and move forward. Lawyer You Know says will be extremely difficult on the judge. 2. She can go over everything, dig in, look at the entire discovery, read and watch everything, prepare to cross-examine state witnesses. She's got the time. She's told us how intelligent and well-versed she is. She has the capability to argue to a jury, maybe not as a lawyer. 3. Sarah Boone is lawyer number 9. He believes that if you dig in or working at assembling your case or you've hired private counsel, he may grant a continuance, but not if she does nothing. He believes that this case will be an appellate one because the odds of you losing are now higher due to you representing yourself. He believes that this will be a strong appellate issue because he didn't give you one more lawyer and telling you directly, this is your last lawyer. If the relationship sours, you are on your own. You have the right to appellate counsel. He wrote the order off to try to starve off issues with the appeal. He accepts you to be offended. I think she meant he expects you to be offended. He expects you to be offended by the judge in the trial, and that you will try to enter evidence you can't, to call witnesses you can't, and that you will struggle with hearsay. Sarah, I care about you a lot. I believe in you. I cannot be your manager, though. Physically, I'm disabled and in a fight for my life and limb. Intellectually, I may be smart, but I don't know a single answer to any question you've asked in this message. Your life can't be in my hands. I can't do it. It pains me to say that, but it just can't. I can be there for you as a friend to cheer you up. I'm sure this is not helping. I could tell you what people are saying online, and I could do some rudimentary research, but I can't do the calling and the filing and the mailing or anything a manager does or is supposed to do. I have no knowledge or physical stamina or ability. See, the thing is, she was trying to use Lana, and of course, this is not even the extent of it. And Lana was being supportive, and I mean, really, she was very, very ill. I mean, yeah, Sarah is all about what can help her. What helps Sarah? Let's see. For example, last late October, I was suddenly ambulanced out of dialysis, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, by the way, to my hospital with septic shock. And my doctors were doubtful I'd last the night. I did make it by the moral of God, but I spent 9 days in recovery. That's not the only time I've gone in. Sarah, that is a possibility every single day, and for me to suddenly disappear on you or go to ICU would seriously put you in the lurch. I'm being kept alive by a machine, even now. That's no small thing. Words can't express how sorry I am that I can't be what you want and need me to be for you and your fight. I can only be your friend on the sideline, cheering you on and showing you goodness when the world wants to take up a pitchfork. You also asked me to be honest about my remark about a plea deal. Jay's family isn't the only issue there, and even now things have changed in the court's consideration regarding that. I will be honest and tell you, in all my years of watching and studying true crime, I have never in my life seen where a major charge, murder, arson, a defendant has gotten exonerated while representing themselves. Every time I've seen this, there was a conviction. I worry about you representing yourself like I worry if you had told me you were going to preterm your own brain surgery. But as Lawyer You Know said, you were the very first told to represent yourself. He believes that your case will truly be tried on appeal, where you will be and must be afforded appellate counsel. But you know, even as I type this, I think to myself that you may and could possibly be the first person to be acquitted while representing yourself. There is always a chance, and I do believe you're innocent and should be exonerated. But I worry, and I can tell by all the questions here, I have no ability to answer that you worry too. If you are convicted of even manslaughter, it would not be justice. But the pragmatic side of me thinks that you should go home by hook or crook, as the saying goes, and a successful plea to time served or close to may be the fastest way. To appeal is that much more of an uphill battle. I'd be writing the judge and asking for one more lawyer, just one, and make it work no matter what. Anyways, I'll write more. Again, I think that Lana amazingly supportive to her. In my opinion, way more than Sarah deserved, truly. You will not run me off. I just may not be able physically to help as much as I or you want me to. I will pray that God sends you a knowledgeable right hand. Hopefully, a lawyer or someone who has known and done battle with the courts and correctional system. I pray that your letters will move someone with a better skill set to follow the breadcrumbs you put down and contact you because they can't sit still and watch you being railroaded. You never know, Sarah. This time last year, you didn't know me from Adam. This time next month, you may just meet your legal hammer to break your case wide open in your favor. Well, she was right that she had an attorney come out of the woodwork when you think about it. Okay, and here's another one from incoming from Lana. I think I caught a scammer, but I wanted to make sure first. I know that a GoFundMe prohibits fundraisers for legal defense for violent charges, but someone using your picture entitled Freedom Fighter out of supposedly Winter Park started one supposedly for legal defense. If this one is legitimate, they would need your social security number to put you down as beneficiary. I know that someone will eventually report this because of the TOS for GoFundMe. If you are telling me that you know who this is, I'll say and do nothing and see if they can raise funds for you before it gets shut down. Otherwise, if this is a scam, I'll report it. So far, it's 8 hours old and have raised $5. They put a goal of $10 million. It looks like a scam to me. Is it? Yeah, I remember that one. Okay, we're still on July 1st. And here is Sarah responding back to her regarding transparent tea. No matter what, Lana, ever, I love you so much and I'm grateful for you are my friend. I actually consider you a best friend and big sister. Huh. Really, I've never really had either, so you must know I trust you to divulge and confide in you so quickly. Most importantly to me, actually, Lana, you are such a comfort no matter what you tell me or say. That's the big sister part, the love also. I welcome anything, everything you say, and it motivates the fire out of me that drives harder. I am reassured I know just something in the real world and what's being said. Regardless of good or bad, it's still comforting to know, to deflect or embrace. I love you forever and will never have anyone in my life like you. Ever. Lana, it touches my heart and soul about your fight also. It scares me and makes me pray harder for you because of how much I do love and care for you. I feel helpless in not being able to help you and selfish for asking you to help me. We're both in need desperately, which confuses me in what I'm supposed to do to make you better, not to stress you out or make you sweat or stay up late. Tell me if I ever do. I apologize profusely if I have or am. Profusely. I really want to hug you. One day, I trust you with every fiber of my being, and if God didn't mean for you and me to be friends, He wouldn't have put us in each other's path, right? You are His disciple and diligent and honorable in innumerable ways. And clout is such a good word. Smarty? Piss me off, push me, lift me up, hug me hard, gonna love you lots, always. Constructive criticism all day. You underestimate your worth to me. Heart. Thank you does not suffice, heart. In the meantime, I will use you like God meant for me to and without stressing you out. I am grateful and glad. Thank you, infinity, heart. Business. Transparent Tina. See if you can solidify her allegiance, and if she is in for me rather than against, do it. She's in Florida. Do you know where exactly? Contact info. When was the last time you tried contacting her? About me? Can you throw the bait online and then go dark online, just the two of you? Make her seem privileged. We are including her, and notoriety has not been experienced if she were to be a part of the team. Teams work together, not against. I can contact too, but I'm only going to do it if you think she's on rather than off with me. Let me know as soon as you can. Sell me. How many subscribers does she have? So she liked my tag for confused cat. What did she say? How do you know? I'm game if you are. I trust you. If possible, are you able to solidify soon to reach out and get this party started? I trust you. Thank you. So ready. Okay. All right, and here's her responding to the lawyer you know. Message from Lana. Guess who? Thank you for this. Is he for or against me? It sounds like he wants me to succeed in a particular degree. Am I wrong? The thing about the lawyer you know, Peter, is he is an excellent lawyer, and he wants things to be, for defendants, regardless, to have a fair trial, and we all do. So yeah, I wouldn't say he was for you, Sarah. I do think he's for a fair, and impartial in making sure you have good representation. That I will say. How many subscribers does he have? He has a lot. Can you contact like TT, Bait Online, then off? Do you think he would be a good source to go to directly also? Contact info? Yeah, he's not going to talk to you, Sarah. He's in Florida also, right? So you notice the COS also on the order. My question is for the NOH. Is there one? What was it you said that they filed last minute? Don't get frustrated with me asking this again. Is there a notice of hearing? Where I was railroaded and forced to represent self, not the order. What are the last 5 entries on the clerk's website? Please. 1. Not do anything makes extremely difficult on the judge. What does he mean by that? How? And I never waived my right. I was forced. Everyone knows that. I must have said it 20 times before they literally dragged me out of the courtroom. Stone cold stare. Trust me, Sarah. We know. You repeated yourself many, many, many times. Another reason I wanted to know if anyone was there to witness the chaos and being pulled by my blues by the bailiff. I had a feeling he thought this might happen. Another reason he did not post a notice of hearing for anyone to see or it be live. 2. Dig in. When do I get my boxes and digital? I'm waiting. The clock is ticking. Then how and where do I view? Ticking. And what happens if it's all not there? All of my evidence I submitted to help defend myself. Complete download on my phone, all my notes, my witnesses. How do I even locate and contact? Told us how intelligent. Is he being derogatory and sarcastic, or he really believes I am? He said I have the capability, like he thinks I have a chance. I'm waiting. 3. Sarah Boone is attorney 9. I'm trying to dig in and have been the entire time, and now I'm being punished even greater for trying so hard. One of these girls said it's violating yet another constitutional right with cruel and unusual punishment. Yes, and I was never made to understand as threat, not to lip service, that Cashman was my last attorney. Sarah, the judge made it very, very clear. I remember it very clearly all these months later. My plan is not to go through attorneys. My understanding was it was a general context. This is not a strategy of mine they are accusing me of. Well, you could have, gotten all of us on that, because most people don't go through attorneys like you did. If the relationship sours, I'm on my own. What does that mean? I'm already on my own. I was forced to be. Hook or by crook. What does that mean? Appellate court? So they appoint like PDs are? I don't have to beg and recruit? My plan is to avoid this altogether. Plea. How do I even go about discussing and with who I choose to stipulate? Do I send a letter to the prosecutor? What am I supposed to do? And I understand the pleading out to avoid trial, but that shows guilt also. I am not. Starve off. What was put in the order to cover their ass? To stop me from being free at some point? Is that what they're trying to do? So after all is said and done, are you encouraging me to beg for mercy to the court for another attorney? Is this suggested by the lawyer you know also? How much time will that waste by me waiting for a response? If he says no, then send another letter, full-blown, calling him in the court out and my flyer. When should I ask for standby counsel? I have to ask the court for that? Is my letter requesting a copy of the withdrawal up yet? Again, that's a big breadcrumb showing I was and still am being done so wrong in so many ways by so many people. I hope the lawyer you know and everyone else picks up on that too. I'm trying to play my cards right as swiftly and correctly as possible. Tick, tick, tick. Do they really believe I'm going to be prepared for a trial in 3 months? Well, it was like 4 years, Sarah, so, at some point you got to go to trial. On my own, with no experience as a lawyer and working to save my life while incarcerated? Cruel and unusual punishment. That's not what the justice system is about or the Constitution. I'm trying. The irony is when she says cruel and unusual punishment, I also feel like it was a cruel and unusual punishment to trap George in the suitcase, and while he's telling you he can't breathe, you laughed at him and told him to F off and left him in there to die. So, yeah. All right, we're still on 7-1. And here's another one to Lana from Sarah. Absolutely not. I have nothing to do with this. I have a feeling someone would try and do. How can it be shut down? ASAP. All right, and here's another one. We're still on July 1st, so there was a lot of messages on July 1st. Thank you for all of you, all of you. Thank you for your time, patience, love, intelligence, encouragement, support, all. Thank you also for the credits. I love that you just know and are so observant and knowing we've been writing a lot and I would need. Thank you. Can't wait to see what you got next and your answers and info. No matter what time, Miss Night Owl. I spelled it that way so it looks like a real last name. Smile. Forever grateful and your friend. Heart. Alright, so here is Lana responding. That's what I thought. I had the report screen filled out and ready for your word. I just pulled the trigger and reported the moment I read this message. What a slime ball. I remember when I visited eBay's discussion boards for help with a seller who was not sending me my product I paid for. It happened to be the day after 9/11/01. Can you believe there were people who tried to sell debris from the World Trade Center and Pentagon? Didn't matter whether it was real or not. It was just beyond disgusting. Whoever the pig is who tried to scam people pretending to be for you is going to get theirs in the end. Karma comes around. Thank you for getting back to me so quickly on this one. It was a YouTuber who spotted it, and when I heard, I flipped my lid. So here is Lana again. I have an idea. I have a lot of writing to do tonight. I forgot that I signed up for a monthly membership in a Florida law firm to answer online questions. It's not cheap, and I had noticed yesterday in my bank statement they had charged me again. I'm going to shut down the membership, but before I do, since I can't answer any of your questions you asked, maybe they can. I'm simply going to tell them I'm directly asking in your behalf and then forward the questions regarding plea and what to do next and how to obtain knowledge of criminal procedure so you can effectively represent yourself, and I'll maybe ask maybe a long shot, but they have resources to point me to for pro se, pro bono representation. I can't promise you answers, but at least I can do this until my membership expires. All right, and here she is again responding about the lawyer you know. The lawyer you know is adamant that he takes zero side in any case he reacts to or breaks down. He wasn't being sarcastic about your competence. You ask questions on here I can't answer without guessing, and you don't want me guessing. I was thorough in sending you his words so that that's the fullness of what and why he said anything. I can email him some follow-up questions on here because he provides an email address, and I'll straight up tell him I'm asking on behalf of you. He may or may not answer. He did say he was excited to cover this news about you, but he said it was because your case is one of a kind and he likes that sort of thing. Yes, he is based out of Florida. I will email him tonight and cross my fingers. By the way, happy Monday. You sound a lot better. God is good, isn't he? All right, and here is Sarah writing back. Hi, friend. Yes, better than good. Incredible. Supernatural. You too. There's a lot of questions, Lana. Can you send me a copy of what you're going to send before sending so I know? This is a limited opportunity, and we must make it count. Please. The asking for pro bono is definite. About them waiving forcefully and non-permissively my competency test to properly represent myself also to me is a major violation. Them not telling me to work it out, which was my goal with Cashman and the reason for my letter, as nowhere in there do I say to fire her. In any of my letters do I say that. I keep trying to coexist in my letter and ask the judge to make them coexist. Also, I'm trying to fix the problem with the attorney through the judge, not get a new one. He is not seeing it this way. What's the point of the judge? All the other questions, so many. I want to make sure we cover every one. Are you contacting him on his comments or email directly? I want to make sure we don't make this worse than it already might be in the end. And whatever we email, I'm sure it's going to end up online. I'm trying to go for the sympathy aspect of everything very importantly. Are you going to be okay with responses, corresponding, answering? I want everyone to know I'm trying in the meantime of waiting for my supposed discovery. I'm already trying to dig in, but waiting on them. Go big or go home. Are you going to reach out to TT also? What about the behavior panel? Yes. I don't want to blow any opportunity in anything. I think by you telling them live what we're doing, who you are, and what you think we're going through health-wise in a wheelchair, waiting for a transplant, and helping, believing in me, and we can get sympathy votes for sure. Don't take personally. Others to believe in me, too, and see that I am trying. Please don't take that offensively. All help counts. What do you think? I don't get the tablets until later tonight. And if your iron is running hot, just do it. I trust you. If you can wait, please do. Send me what you're going to send. God, I love you. Thank you. That is offensive. I don't know if she's going to take it that way, but I don't mind getting the sympathy. Yeah, I'm sure you don't, Sarah. All right, so here is Lana responding back. Nah, you don't offend me. I totally understand what you're saying, and while I would garner sympathy, I wasn't there, nor did I know you when it happened. The court would object to my participation in the trial as hearsay. However, if they allow video appearance and I can go in using live streaming from my camera in Minnesota, I can't yet travel, I'd say anything you want me to if permitted. Like I said, I cannot go to Florida now because of my disability and need to be able to go to dialysis here at home. Cross fingers that by this time tomorrow I'll be recovering from transplant surgery and reconditioning my legs and back from shredding that dialysate solution they have given me. As for the lawyer you know, I have a suggestion. You know what you need from him. Maybe you write a short letter. He can straight up copy paste to email him at thelawyeryouknow@gmail.com. It has to be short, as I don't think I can transcribe 58 pages. Yeah, she knows, Sarah. I'll remember all her pages to the judge. Continue. Maybe boil it down to the top 2 questions to start with. Send it in tiny bite-sized increments. If he responds, then we can communicate and follow up if needed. However, sending a mega long list of questions will and could send him running for the door, and we want to get our toe in. Otherwise, you leave it to me to decide what is the most important. Remember, start tiny. Make it enticing. He's attracted to the novelty of your case. He likes to talk about what might happen and that you can do. Too many questions and we're talking billable hours worth of time. And having a lawyer myself, when I owned my business, all I had to do was call him with a question and he would send me an invoice. The guy costs $500 an hour. Anyway, what do you think? Yeah, he's not going to just give you legal advice. All right. So here's her sending another one. Your new 5-page letter. Your court case just updated. Your letter was just published. I haven't read it yet. No YouTube site has seen it yet. Wow. I have to go read it now. I screenshot your case file and send it via a Mello. It may change in time. It takes to get to you, but at least you can see for yourself. And let's see. Here is Mariella Hill writing to her, and now we're finally on July 2nd, after all those messages on the 1st. Hello, my dear Sarah. Just wanted to say hello and wish you a blessed day. I was able to see my son yesterday, and it was wonderful. I sent you the photo. I already have a couple of job interviews lined up for this week, and I hope to start working very soon. Please save the new number. How are you feeling? Sending you love and blessings. So here is an incoming from Lana. Hey, I know you're getting back to me on my other messages, but you might want to contact the judge through letter or otherwise. I suggest in writing so there's a record of it, and request standby counsel. This means they assign you a lawyer who doesn't represent you but assists you in filing, requesting depositions, courtroom procedure, plea deals, etc. They would likely be your law library resource who can do legwork for you. They wouldn't be formulating your defense or contacting experts for you, but they can file things through the court as you wish. Couldn't hurt, and if all he can say is no, but if it comes to an appeal, it's another win. It's another way to possibly win. I'm on your side. You're an optimist. Even through it all, the fighting you've had to do clouded that fact. You might thread the needle. You may accomplish what the world says is impossible. You're already a first and unique. Well, that's for sure. You are possibly in the Guinness Book of World Records. Oh God, don't give her a bigger head than she already has, Lana. Imagine shocking the world. We think that way in Minnesota ever since Jesse Ventura became our governor. He was an independent former wrestler who stunned the world by beating both Democrat and Republican. He accomplished exactly what he promised us and then didn't run again. Anything can happen. I would never ask your politics, but love him or hate him, nobody thought Trump would win in 2016 either. Sorry, I'm an independent myself, but I have this last crazy presidential debate from last week on the brain. Anyways, anything can happen. Hopefully Krennic will grant you standby counsel. Many of the YouTube people, including CRL Bruce Rivers, has brought it up. Until next message. Happy Tuesday, getting ready for dialysis. Ugh. Alright, so here is Mariella again. Hi. Okay, looks like this is Sarah writing back to her. Hi, my beautiful friend. I was just thinking about you. The picture is fantastic. He looks just like you. You're going to have your hands full with girls, especially if he's kind and sweet like you are. Be proud, Mom. He's wonderful like you. Thank you for sharing. So you haven't heard? The judge forced me to forfeit my right to counsel and is no longer giving me representation from the court. He's forcing me to be pro se. I'm still in shock, and so is the world from it apparently blowing up the net. The bailiff literally was pulling me out of the courtroom by my blues while I was saying I do not forfeit my right to counsel. So I have no attorney, and nor they will give me one. Sabotage. Do you know any attorney or paralegal or anyone who can represent or refer? Even if they're not a lawyer who specializes in my charge. They may know someone in their field and can recruit. Notoriety is to be had. No one is willing, so that's where I am. Attorneyless and confused. Well, at least she's admitting that she is confused for once in her life. All forgot that I have God. He's going to show them. Yes, I've got you too as my cheerleader. I hope you are maintaining and taking your baby steps. Your greatest has been achieved with being able to see your son. I am so happy for you. Please reach out to anyone, everyone about representation and being forced into forfeiture of counsel. Please, sell me, help me, love me. Love you always and pray you keep in touch. You mean lots to me and I wish nothing but great things and everything beautiful for you and your son. Thank you beyond words for the pictures and remembering I'm here. Stay super, heart. Stay strong, heart. Stay close to God, heart. Nothing worthy from him is easily attainable. We got this. Thank you for being my friend, heart. Yeah, she's trying to get anybody to, please help me. All right, so here's another incoming. So here's Mariella. She's responding back to her. Hi, my dear. I'm so sorry to hear about this. I had no idea. This is awful. I know a couple of attorneys. The first one is John's best friend, Mark Germain, owner of Najane Law, and I'm probably saying his name wrong. He is a local attorney, but I never say his name right. Sorry. He was one of our best men at our wedding. He's a great attorney. But he is John's friend, not mine, if that makes sense. The phone number is, and she gives his phone number and his mailing address. The second one I met is Pedro Matos, owner of the AM Lawyer PA. And she gives the info for that attorney. And has extensive experience in criminal law. It does not hurt to reach out to them. The third one is Del Marie Alicia. She works with Latino Justice. And she's given that info. Let's see. And let's see. Her area is constitutional law, civil litigation, civil rights, advocacy. She's a beautiful person. Perhaps she could guide you in the right direction. There's also the Legal Aid Society, and she lists that information. And Larry Thatcher is attorney, deputy director, pro bono director. This is a nonprofit, and they do provide quality legal services for low-income residents, children, and disadvantaged groups with special legal needs in Orange County. I'm in the process of getting back on my feet, but I'm rooting for you. I'm not able to do much right now, but I'm here and I'm praying that our Celestial Father sends the right representation your way. I don't have the money to add credits to message for a little bit, so if you see that I take long to respond, please don't worry. Stay strong, stay connected to your divinity, to your light, stay in prayer and meditation, stay in a peaceful place. All is happening for a higher divine purpose. Sending you love, Mariella. Well, that was nice of her, All right, so now here's an incoming from Jen DeGraff. It's been a crazy at work. Another employee quit without notice. Been stressful. I don't think they will do interviews for a week or two. Plus, I fractured my toe. It's feeling a little bit better, but still sore to get around. I hit on the chair trying to get around to go to church for a funeral. Have you ever had your eyebrows waxed? Well, I did last week, and it'll be my last. I have an allergic reaction to it. My face got swollen, and it itches like crazy. Been taking allergy medication and putting cold washcloths on my face to help. It's doing a little bit better, but it still itches, plus my face is red. Last weekend I woke up and my eyes were swollen. I couldn't hardly open my eyes. Never again. I've been working 10-hour days at work and then come home, eat, and sleep. Then on the weekends I'll read my book or go to the store, plus take a nap. Hope you are doing well. And here is Sarah writing to Lana on 7/3. Hi, friend. I love you. I just wanted to let you know I'm okay and just going through the motions. I'm overwhelmed and needed a mental pause. I don't even have time forms break. I used to work myself so hard the only time I'd sit down would be to go to the bathroom. I found a lot of great content for a letter to the judge, and I don't know how to apply any of it. I've been concentrating on also a brief message for you to send out to the lawyer TT. Anyone else you think I can benefit from in getting on my side? There's so much. I've been really asking God what direction to go in, and it seems I'm being moved to write a letter and stand up for myself and all that went on in the courtroom. Mother effer. Gotta turn on the tablet. Fight. Talk to you later. All right, and here is her writing to Lana about the lawyer. My email. Hi again, I'm still here, loving you. Last night was so stupid with the animals fighting each other and we were bunked, then had to strip our bunks 4 times. If a 5th came around, I was going to refuse and go to a holding cell for 2 hours. The officer apparently has no control over her life in the real world and had to feel like she was something here. I never understood and don't know why they give us rights. Number 1 being to be treated properly and fairly by all staff members at all times, and not to expect us, me really, to fully use them. You wouldn't believe how many times I have challenged this rule. Oh, I believe you challenged everything, Sarah. I believe that. You can ask any officer. Oh, I'm sure they have great stories. Everything okay? I didn't have a message from you this morning. As always, I pray you are beautiful and bold and soaking up the goodness of every day. I'm sending my message, please, to send to the lawyer to finally get my or our toe in. What do you think? Honestly, more or less. I figured if he took the bait, then I'd ask my few important questions. In the subject box, David and Goliath, Sarah Boone and the state of Florida. This is Sarah Boone contacting you through a friend as I do not have access to the internet or email. Hello, I am reaching out to you, please, for assistance in any form, such as referral, feedback, instruction, insight, anything to help me stay afloat in my upgraded fight for my life and being forced by the judge to now represent myself on a whole nother level. I am inexperienced and ignorant in how to do so lawfully and properly, trying to figure it all out as I go to the best of my ability and extremely limited resources while being incarcerated. I am still waiting for my discovery to be received, consuming empty time while the clock of doom continues to tick, tick, tick. Expeditiously, and anything with the court system is apparently non-existent. The same for inclusion with one's case. In the meantime, I believe God's breadcrumbs have led me to you to hopefully help me run toward my fight to an unprecedented victory. It took David only 1 smooth stone, then he took Goliath's sword. If you are unable or unwilling, I understand. At least I can say I tried and will press on. However, I must with continued endurance and perseverance. Regardless, I am grateful for your time and consideration. Still and always trying, Sarah Boone. And she gives her inmate number and all her info. And then she writes to Lana here. So let me know ASAP, please, to get this out there to anyone, everyone. What is your take still on transparent T behavior panel? I really want to send to them as they seem to be for rather than against me, and I did use their meme. If I could share with anyone, I believe it would be them. Do they have contact information? Love you. Thank you, Lana. I am grateful forever to you. Always and wholeheartedly. Thank you. Whew. All right. Let's see. So this is still 7-4. This is an incoming from Lana. Oh my God, there you are. Sure, I'm glad you wrote because I was going to write you in the meantime. I'm on my way to dialysis Thursday, but I'll write you again while I'm there. At least it's rough, and then I'll be later today. I skimmed your other message and thank you. I will fire that off to the lawyer post haste. Also, I will read the rest of your message much closer too. I also have some commissary for you too. Haha. Too bad no more Skittles. Catch you soon. Yay. And here's Sarah writing back to Lana. There you are. I always get nervous when I don't hear from you. And thank you always for everything. All the time. You will never, never, never understand who you are to me. Love no matter what or where. Thank you. I pray you have a successful, pain-free, not so bad as you thought it was going to be, lovely day, and still look for all the blessings he gives you all the time. They are there. You are one of my greatest. Yes, I am there with you in spirit, holding your hand and telling you some of the things I could tell you stories. Mind blown. Before you send that message out, tell me what you think. Important. I want to know from you as I respect and rely on your smartness and point of view. Remember, we have to make this count. Don't send it until you tell me what's up, okay? I'm in the process of writing some attorneys referred by one of the girls in here that just left last week. She was one out of a million who was a good one. Smart, too. And what she does, too bad no more Skittles mean. I actually still have the ones from the package you sent. I am rationing the fire out of them as it's going to be an event when I eat them. So sad. Almost 5 years. Skittles. Yes. Thank you. Write me from dialysis. Love you. I guess she had a thing for Skittles. I think I remember her asking for that from the judge. All right, here is Lana writing back. Perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd type. Perfect length plus a compelling hook. I will copy and paste that exactly and send it right out today. I can only hope he gets back quickly. I will add a couple of words before your message just to say I'm a friend of yours in case he sees my IP address originating from Minnesota. Remember Catfish Banfield? And explain that I am forwarding a message directly from you since I have internet access and plan to directly relay any message back to you. That way he will know I'm not a catfish and neither are you. Let's do this. High five. I'm so glad you don't have to go into a cell. My God, you're right. I believe some of those guards beat down inmates due to a lack of control or feelings of powerlessness in their own lives and homes. They should not be allowed in the correctional system due to abusive personalities. The behavioral panel, I am not sure, is on your side. They did 2 videos on you. One was about your interrogation, focusing on your body language, and while they didn't outright say it, I got a vibe that they believe you are guilty. They did not mock you or be negative against you. They weren't just being mean and sarcastic like other YouTubers out there. As for Transparent Tea, they just posted about you. 2 videos. One was your 2024 commissary orders until the end of May. The song they played in the background, the lyrics made me think they were really on your side. They posted the order regarding you representing yourself. They highlighted the part of your letter about confused cat meme, and the end posted in huge letters that you were innocent until proven guilty, and her opinion was hers alone. She didn't say a thing. On the commissary and witness list video, she also didn't speak but played a song in the background. It had a seriously positive and brave lyrics about standing your ground and not being shaken that from your standpoint was extremely affirming about you. The visitor list was from several months and had many visits by 2 people, Cashman and someone named Kathleen McHugh. She just surfaced with parts of your 58-page letters, especially the 3-point back and forth, the soothsaying quote. I tried twice, say that 10 times fast, to get her to contact me, but without avail. Do we tell her who I am? I may have to get her attention in the comment section about, hey, look at your email or something like that. There's another resource too I have temporarily. Remember the Ask Your Lawyer site I signed up for? Lawyers answer questions and they know Florida law. We can ask one lawyer one question at a time. Think long and hard about the first and most important question and I will relay. The membership service is so I can take advice from a lawyer online. Last time I asked them about Cosella's Brady thing. I submitted a membership and forgot to cancel it. They charged me for another month. $78. Wow. Let's use it before it goes away. All right. I'll catch you later, lady. I'm always on your side and you can shock the world. So here's another one from Lana. I just meant I sent you, commissary, so there was no more Skittles to be gotten from there. Sorry, I should have clarified. When I went back in there, there was a message saying they were temporarily not delivering to your address. I don't know why. Jerks. So I can't even get you Skittles right now. When you run out of there, you should go to Sam's Club and get a 10-pound bag of them. I'm more of an M&M girl myself. Milk chocolate melts in your mouth. You remember the rest fellow Gen Xer? Yeah, I told you about what I thought of your letter and the message I sent you. It's perfect because it sounds like you. You have a specific turn of phrase and he'll know it's you and not a catfish and it conveys your request. Let's see if he bites. Right now, I'm in dialysis. I'm eating some Ritz crackers with peanut butter for the protein. The dialysis machine likes to filter out too much protein, so this helps offset it. I'm drinking vitamin water energy, citrus drinks similar to Gatorade, but much better. I am wearing Bose headphones and cranking out to Tears for Fears. Specifically the song Head Over Heels from their songs from the Big Chair album from 1985, which includes Shout It, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Go 80s, ha. I get out of here just before 3, so I'm considering what dinner tonight. Time to fire up pork chops on the grill. Then a rest for me, and then hopefully the weather will cooperate for the fireworks show tonight. Likely will be postponed because of the rain. How about you? Do they let you celebrate in some way? And here's another incoming from Lana. I ran out of credits. I had to send the lady one COD, but I sent you a bunch of credits over. Sorry. All right, and let's see. I think we're going to stop there. So, because that's still a lot. It was only like 2 or 3 days, but that was a lot of stuff. And I guess Sarah's hoping that some of these other YouTubers were going to be her friend at that point. So, do you guys think that Peter Tragos, aka the Laura you know, responded to Lana/Sarah Boone's email. And we're gonna find that out in the next one, because I'm gonna wait till we get to that. I'm reading them with you guys, so I actually haven't read ahead. So I don't even know if they mention my channel at all. But she doesn't like most of us, so I'm sure if she finds, if Lana had found anything about my channel, I'm sure it was not in the positive for her buddy Sarah Boone. But so that will be it for now. I'm trying to keep these about 45 minutes or so. That way you guys don't have to keep listening to it for long extended periods of time. So let me know, as always, your thoughts on the current messages that we have going through. And with that said, I hope you have a great rest of the day. And most of all, stay safe.